Okay, so I'm here with David Lyons, and this is the man. Okay, David is the guy. He has multiple sclerosis, and he's made incredible changes, not just for himself, but with others by using exercise to get people so they can get up and walk, they can move, they can do the stuff that they weren't able to do. And David, I am just so thrilled to be here because you are the best in the world. I mean, you are the guy for
I appreciate that.
You started up the MS Fitness Challenge. You did a bodybuilding competition, despite having multiple sclerosis. I mean, stunning. So I'm really, really thrilled to have you here. David, can you tell the folks watching this what it is that brought you to see me?
Well, what brought me to see you is I heard you're the best. So the best comes to the best. But, I've been dealing with numbness and stiffness and MS symptoms for many, many years.
Yeah.
And it's actually hurt me in my workouts because I couldn't squeeze my hand tight enough. I couldn't move coordinating correctly with weights. So I had to lower my weights and do things so I wouldn't hurt myself.
Right.
And I wanted to get some of these symptoms alleviated, so I came to you.
And what kind of things have you done for this before?
Before this?
Before seeing me?
Really?
It had been horrible before. I mean, you had really bad.
I mean, the symptoms are just terrible, but there was nowhere for me to go. I mean, doctors don't know anything about how to help me.
Right.
So basically, I just kept working out and dealing with the symptoms.
So, yeah. And, well, the thing is, though, the good news with you is you actually worked out. And so it made a huge difference with your strength and your ability to do stuff.
Absolutely.
So you could do everything, but, it was just struggle with some of it.
Right. I mean, the symptoms don't go away because I could lift heavy.
Right.
The symptoms are still there. I was just able to develop the muscle mass to be able to
do the stuff
it.
despite the numbness and everything else. So how did we treat you?
Okay. So I can't even tell you, actually. all I know is that you are doing some dextrose injections with me and a few other things that you're doing where you're hitting nerves and pressing on them and alleviating some of the stress. But I really can't tell you what you're doing. All I could tell you is that it's miraculous.
Yeah.
Because I'm able to do things in the gym that I wasn't able to do before you were doing this.
Yeah.
From everything to being able to stretch further back in my arms, to being able to lift heavier weights, and to be able to coordinate those weights a lot better than I was before. So it's working.
Now, what happened to the numbness in your arm? Now, you show us your arm. Which arm?
Okay, so this arm for 13 years has been completely numb. I even went out of the country, had stem cells done, and the stem cells helped my left leg, which was also numb. But it never did anything for my left arm. For some reason, that arm has been so damaged that even the stem cells didn't help.
So you got the massive number of stem cells that you can't even do here in the States.
Yeah.
And it worked great for a lot of the other stuff, but your arm still wasn't better.
Still numbness, still stiffness, still having trouble moving my fingers the way I need to, grabbing things the way I need to.
So how are you doing now after the treatments?
It's pretty amazing. You want to get a close-up of this.
Okay.
Okay. So these hands, this hand, no problem. This hand was trouble with coordination and squeezing.
Right.
Okay. So this is after a couple weeks of treatment. Both hands. I mean, the coordination for me to be able to do this equally is miraculous. And I could feel my fingertips. I could feel my hand. And I could literally feel myself scratching my arm. And I couldn't do that before.
Now, you were telling me that you never used to carry your cell phone in your left hand.
Right.
Because you wouldn't know if you've dropped it or squeezed it or crushed it.
Right.
But you can do that now.
Well, it's funny because I grabbed the cell phone with my left hand.
Without thinking about
it. I was walking out of your office holding the cell phone. And I said to you, I'm holding the cell phone in my left hand. Because I could feel it, I went and I grabbed it with that hand. I never grab anything. In fact, the last time I grabbed something with my left hand that I shouldn't have because I can't feel well, I grabbed a 45-pound plate and dropped it on my foot and broke my foot. So so this is really amazing that I'm able to feel things, and I've been lifting the weights up with my left hand a lot better than I've ever done before. So
good.
It's great.
How's the numbness doing?
There's really no numbness.
That's stunning.
Yeah.
Is there anything? And we did some other stuff too. We got your shoulder working better.
Yeah, you've got my shoulders back further. I couldn't stretch back.
You can go further than that. But
Yeah,
you can hit
but
the wall. Yeah.
I don't know.
Couldn't you, before you couldn't.
No, and you're manipulating something in there. I don't know how you're doing it, but I have a torn ab,
Yeah.
and you're pressing on some things in here, and the pain and the tenderness is being relieved. So you can explain how you're doing it.
I can't explain really good. It's just
well,
but yeah.
All I can tell you is whatever it is, it's working, and from the first day to now, huge improvement, huge.
So David, is there anything you want to share with somebody who might be watching this?
Well, what I want to share with them is that they have to look for alternative treatments, not just rely on medication, not just hear people say there's nothing that can be done about it. There are things that can be done about it, and what you're doing is some of those things.
You need hope.
I don't know how many other doctors have the ability to do what you're doing.
Not a lot.
So, I tell people, and I don't care where they are in the country, to reach out to you and find out how they can get here and how they can get the help that they need.
Yeah.
Because the difference between being able to do this and not is night and day for someone with MS.
Yeah, exactly, huge.
So,
thank you. Do you mind if we put this on the Facebook, YouTube website?
Oh, go right ahead.
Stuff?
I'm happy to support this. I train my people here at your clinic.
I know.
Because this is the only place that I would do this at. Because I trust in you, I trust in your staff, and I believe in everything that you're doing because it works for me.
David, thank you so much.
Thank you.